G'day everyone, Gareth here from Organic Growing Melbourne. I thought I'd walk around my garden and show you 5 fruit trees that will produce fruit for you within around 2 years. So this is for your impatient gardeners that can't wait and they need to get that fruit growing as quick as possible. So we'll walk around the garden and I will show you what trees you could buy and you'll be getting fruit within a couple of years. I will state though, all these trees will be a grafted variety from a nursery, so they're already equivalent to about a 3-year-old tree. Alright, so if you're really impatient and you want to get a crop pretty much straight away, so this is my dwarf red Shatut mulberry, and as you can see, look at all that fruit, and this tree is tiny, it's only about 2 foot, maybe a tad more than 2 foot high, and it's already getting all this beautiful fruit on it. And there'll be more later on in the season. It'll have another flush of fruit. So this is my number 1 fruit tree. If you want fruit almost, well, the first year, I purchased this as a grafted variety and I got fruit the first year. Twice in 1 year it fruited for me, and the flavour is amazing. And with fruit that will get to around 10 centimetres long and fruit twice, maybe 3 times a year, this is definitely one to buy. And it doesn't have to be the red mulberry. We can also go over to the white mulberry. And this is another one that fruited within the first year. And as you can see, loaded. This is a bit taller. This is probably about 4 foot. And it's not a dwarf variety. So you can see it's a bit more, spreads out a bit more. So this is another one that will crop 2 or 3 times a year. So that's my first tree, the mulberry. The particular ones I have are the Shatut mulberry, and this is the white one. So that's my number 1 plant to buy if you're impatient. The next tree, the plum. The plum tree, I've got 3 plum trees. Unfortunately, I can't remember what any of them are except for one over here. So this is actually, believe it or not, I didn't get fruit off this last year. It's in the wrong location. It needs to get more sun than it is. But this is the Ruby Blood. And this is its 2nd year. Grafted variety. And hopefully we'll get some fruit. I mean, there's some evidence there. So it's started to, as you can see, all these little green bits are your fruit developing. Some may fall off. You can see there, there's a couple there, another one there. So we'll probably get fruit off that this year. And it did flower, like there's a heap of flowers on it. There's another one just there, look. So the plum is another one that will produce fruit for you within 2 to 3 years. All depends on how you look after it, where it's positioned. And again, we have another plum over here. I've been getting fruit off this one for years now, but this one fruited for me in its second year as well, from a grafted variety. If you're going to grow from seed, don't expect fruit for many, many years. And this one, I've looked around this one, and this is starting to produce some little bits of fruit as well. As you can see, there's one. And not only does this fruit quite early in the season, the branches get that many plums on it. The branches just start to hang down. Sometimes you have to thin it out so you don't break it. So your plums, there's a lot of different varieties of plums. That's number 2. Number 2, the plum. And number 3 is the fig tree. This one's looking a bit sorry for itself. I pruned this right down last season, but I got fruit off this from its first season of buying it as a grafted variety. This is just starting to come alive now. From you can see a little bud coming out now, but I took it right back. I may still get fruit this year. I took 2 foot off the top of this. I want to try and keep it very, very low, this tree, and then just prune it back. Every year I'll just prune it right back. So that's number 3, the fig. And again, there's many different varieties of figs. This particular variety is called the Yum Yum. And I got fruit within the first year of purchasing it. Alright. The next variety is going to be citrus. I have an orange over here, which it did produce fruit the first year. The second year it produced fruit, but most of them fell off, and it only held on to 1. So I'm hoping this year will be a better crop. They do take a long time to grow, but once they get to a couple of years old, maybe 3 or 4 years old, they really start to take off. As you can see, all this on the top here is all new growth. All this is all new growth as well. And you know, there's flowers. Not many, but you know, there's a bunch in there. All this new growth, I'm hoping we'll get some flowers off this. So, citrus. And then we've got my other citrus out the front, which is the pomelo. I have 2 varieties of mandarin. And that would be my next tree I'd pick. Again, all grafted. And the sprinklers are on at the moment, but we've got, so this mandarin fruited, well, in the nursery, and we got 50 odd fruit off it. Last season we got none, and this season it looks like it might be a bumper crop, because there's little tiny flowers just everywhere on this. And then I have the other variety at the back there, the small one there, which got some damage, started looking really sick, so I pruned that right back. But as you can see, we're getting lots and lots of flowers off this one. And then the pomelo, which again, we got first year crop on that one. Again, a grafted variety. And then the last one are the blueberries. Not really a tree, but So I've got 3 varieties of blueberries. It is best to have 2 to 3 different varieties for cross-pollination. Although the pH level on a blueberry should be more around the 4.5 or 5 to 5.5, they all still produce fruit in a neutral pH level of around the 7. This particular one here is an evergreen variety. It's good for hedging, which is what I'm trying to create here. And then the rest of mine are a deciduous blueberry, all fruited the first year I planted them. You can see this one here is a deciduous one and it's flowering. This one's already covered in blueberries. All these are little tiny blueberries ready to ripen. And then I've got another couple of varieties here. Can't really see them because some of them haven't even grown leaves yet. There's another one there. And then we have this one here. And this one here. Got some small blueberries forming in there. So I've got a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blueberry bushes. And again, if you're going to get some blueberries, get several varieties. You'll increase your crop by cross-pollinating, and they taste beautiful. So that's my 5 top fruit trees to grow to get fruit within a couple of years, and some of them in your first season. Alright, so you could pretty much start your own food forest and be harvesting and eating your organically grown fruit trees within a year or 2. So get into it, start doing it now. Nothing tastes better than homegrown organic fruit. Believe me, it tastes better than supermarket bought fruit. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that's encouraged you to go out and buy some fruit trees. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and don't forget to hit that notification bell and you'll be notified every time I release a new video. Take care everyone. Bye.